Sir, very happy morning to all. My dear lovable students, I believe that your preparations for the Jan examination and May examinations are going very well. Sir, this is a video. I just want to address those who are going to write in Jan, and even this is applicable for the May students or any of the attempt, my dear lovable students. Sir, if your preparations are going very well, very good, it's fine, fantastically brilliant. But as a teacher, since I am handling advanced accounting at the CA interlevel and DT and also IDT, my dear lovable students, many students are asking that because every student's situations will not be the same. We can't expect everyone to be in the same state. Some students are asking that, sir, last 30 days of our preparation, I am not able to complete 100%. There may be situations like that. Or I just want to focus in certain area. If that is the case, can you give a list? This list is applicable to every student. If you are aiming for rank, this list is applicable. If you are aiming to get an exemption, this list is applicable. If you want to pass, this list is applicable. A disclaimer, I am not saying that this list only enough for examination, but this list is must for examination. I am not claiming that don't study only this. At least study this properly is what my statement, because I'm very clearly giving this. My dear lovable students, the first subject, advanced accounting. If you are going to write in Jan, this is the truth. This is the fact. This is not expected question. This is actual question. I have analyzed the last 5 paper. My dear lovable students, every paper they are asking schedule 3 or internal reconstruction. Sir, either they are asking a 14-mark question from schedule 3 or they are asking a 14-mark question from internal reconstruction. If they are asking schedule 3 for 14 mark, they are keeping IR for 4 mark. If they are asking internal reconstruction for 14 mark, they are keeping schedule 3 here and there and sir as MCQ, or they are skipping. So from these 2 chapters, we can expect 18 mark, minimum 14 to 18 mark. So if you are going to write in Jan, check yourself. Have you prepared for schedule 3? Have you prepared for internal reconstruction? If yes, it's super, sir. Fantastic and good. Otherwise, don't skip it. Sit and prepare. Still, you are having time. Sir, number 2 is cash flow statement. In that cash flow statement, we are having direct method and indirect method. Mainly, they are asking a 7 mark from indirect method. But I'm never saying that direct method will not be tested. It is comparatively easy. So, prepare both direct method and indirect method. It will come for 7 mark in exam. And this is not an option. Every exam they are asking for 7 mark, man. So, in a +2, have you left any chapter where it is compulsory for exam? No. Then why we are having that mindset? Prepare cash flow statement. Amalgamation of company. Mandatory 14 mark in exam. That too ICAI is openly saying that question number 4 is amalgamation. Sir, 30 days before, we know that this chapter, this question is coming in exam. And if you are not preparing that chapter, then how we can expect to be successful? I don't know. You have to sit and prepare amalgamation. If you have not prepared, spend next 2 to 3 days. You do a self-evaluation. And my dear lovable students, consolidation as compared to amalgamation, consolidation is very easy. I think all the Indus students will accept that also. Sir, consolidation. Majority of the students are taking options in amalgamation versus consolidation. Sir, certain students are skipping both. I will not recommend to skip both. I will recommend to study both. Study both. Sir, how I can write both that in exam? My dear lovable students, don't pressure yourself to tally amalgamation and tally consolidation. There is a super way of scoring mark. For example, if you are writing amalgamation for 14 mark, if you get 10 mark in amalgamation, good and well. If you are getting 10 mark in consolidation, that means out of 40 required mark, we can ensure 20 mark from these two chapters. That if you are having a decent preparation, with God's grace, if one of got tallied and other got average, or assuming both the sums are going average, still we can expect a 20 mark. But any other question for AS, for example, 7 mark, they can twist anyway. Out of 7 mark, there is a chance of losing the entire 7 mark, or we may land up with 1 or 2. So this is safest area actually in exam. Safest area. So if you have not prepared, sit and prepare, man. If you spend 3 to 4 days, you can complete this. Hey, keep it 5 days for amalgamation and 5 days for consolidation. I'm not saying entire 5 days for amalgamation and entire 5 days for consolidation. During your advanced accounting time, next 5 days, 5 hours, I will tell you. Buyback, very important. Sir, less effort, more mark, buyback. Every exam we are having buyback, 7 mark. Investment accounts, AS 13. This is preparation of the investment account. That is investment in debt, investment in equity, investment in debt and equity. This is not a regular area, let me tell you. But this is an area where anytime ICAI can test. Even in Jan examination, I'm expecting an investment accounting question, full investment accounting question. Sir, these are mandatory in nature. My dear lovable students, so many AS are there. Which AS to study, which AS to leave? I am recommending you these 5 AS, everyone study. AS 20 EPS, AS 22, AS 19, AS 2, AS 10. I never said that. The remaining AS you have to skip. These 5 AS don't skip. Out of the remaining AS, if you want, I can give you a list. What and all to give more focus and what and all to give less focus. That less focus is nothing. The AS which has been tested in very last attempt, you can give less focus. That's it. If you want, I can make a video of the expected question of that advanced accounting. If you want, you just comment in the comment section. This is what. Sir, if you are studying these topics very clearly itself, you can happily write for 70 mark in exam. 70 mark in exam. What you are supposed to do? Do you want to pass in this Jan? Then daily do 1 question from Schedule 3 and IR. Daily do 1 question from cash flow statement. Daily do 1 question from amalgamation. Daily do 1 question from CFS. Daily do 1 question from buyback. Daily do 1 question from investment account. Daily do 1 question from all these standards. In one stretch, sit at noon, 2 o'clock, till 5 o'clock, as if you are writing exam. These slot, every day you have to do till your examinations. Then only that grip and flow will come. My face-to-face students are doing. I am asking to do to the virtual students also by this video and even to the YouTube family also. Sir, one day you sit and do, sir, then only you know the pain. You will not be able to process the hit. If you do that for 3 to 5 days, automatically the flow will come. 10 days, confidence will come. 20 days, timur will come. 30 days, exemption will come. If you want exemption in accounts, sir, don't see the accounts, do the accounts. You have to do the accounts, my dear lovable students. This will surely ensure a 70 mark in exam. Out of that 70 mark, assume a 50 mark from this area. Remaining still 30 marks are there. You can easily score an exemption, man. In Jan exemption, loading for advanced accounting, sir. Talk about corporate and other law. These chapters, I don't know. I'm not expert in law. I have taken the reference from Jayashree ma'am. Jayashree ma'am said that first priority, ask the students to complete these 7 chapters. Number 1, audit and auditors. We are going to become auditors, man. If you don't study audit and auditors, then what is the purpose of studying the CA? Sit and prepare. FEMA, sir, 8 mark area for exam. Everyone are busy with the Companies Act. No one is liking the other laws. ICAI is liking the other laws. Give priority to the other laws. LLP will be tested for 8 mark in exam. Sir, dividend deposit charges 4 mark, each chapter 12 mark. Don't, sir, say that in one exam, last 2 or 3, I think from deposit or charges, they have asked for 15 mark. That is called as spike attempt in one particular chapter. We are talking about the normal, not talking about the abnormal. Anytime abnormal can happen. Sir, out of these 3 chapters, any chapter, if it asks for, let it ask for 25 marks also. You cover it, man. Then GCA and iOS and accounts of the companies. These chapters prepare 100% first. There are so many students who are already prepared. Revise it. Sir, I have not prepared GCA, sir. I have not prepared iOS, sir. Don't leave it, sir. Daily see 1 hour of lecture, sir. The marathon of the Jayashree ma'am itself is available in the YouTube, sir. You can see that and prepare. Our motto or objective is don't leave these topics. Thorough these topics, my dear lovable students. This will ensure you sure shot of 50 mark. Because I know that anyway, incorporation, preliminary and all, you would have studied this area, you would have not focused. Focus on this area. Then there automatically 30-40 marks are in your pocket. If you are preparing this also very well, you can score an exemption. Come to my paper, man. Direct tax. Residential status, a very important part. 6 mark for exam. Clubbing set off carry forward. From set off and carry forward alone, standalone 6 mark question will come. TDS, TCS and advanced tax, a 4 mark question will come for sure shot. It may be increased to 6 or 8 marks also. Computation of total income. Oh my God. The first question, compulsory question, 15 mark question. Sir, in accounts, you are, sir, ready to study consolidated financial statement for 14 mark. Amalgamation for 14 mark. Schedule 3 or IR for 14 mark. But in my subject, tax, daily you are not ready to do computation of total income 1 question. From today onwards, you start. From today onwards, daily 1 question from computation of total income till your examination. The 15 mark will be in your pocket. And filing return of income chapter is a 4 mark. This itself will cover minimum 30 mark out of your 50 mark. As per our analysis, it comes to 35 marks. Every question paper, these areas are there. You itself can take the last question paper. You can go through the areas. That is a game. Because in last 1 month, volume should not affect us. Last one, the indirect tax. My dear lovable students, time of supply, a 4 mark sure shot area. Value of supply, 4 mark sure shot area. Place of supply, that means type of supply like value, place and time itself will give you 12 mark in exam. Registration and ITC will be another 4 and 4. That means this itself covering 20 marks, man. This itself covering 20 mark. And if you have completed 20 mark, happily you can try computation of GST payable. How I said computation of total income 1 question 1 day, the same way computation of GST payable 1 question 1 day. You have to do. Otherwise you will not be able to do. Look, this is 15 mark. This is 10 mark. 25 mark. If I am a student, I will not leave that. And I can't do that without practice. Start practicing. If not today, then when? This is the most ignored area in the IDT, which is nothing but e-waybill. ICAI love e-waybill very much. They are asking e-waybill for 6 mark in exam. If you are covering these topics alone, it will be covering 30 mark minimum. 30 mark minimum. These are high priority topics for any attempt, including the JAN attempt. You just go through. You have missed out any topics. If yes, have a timetable to cover that topics. Already covered all the topics, sir. Revise this topic and please revise the remaining topics also. I just done this video to just give you the important areas. Personally, I'm interested to know out of these topics, how many topics you have covered and comfortable in the comment section. We'll meet you at the appropriate time with another useful video. Just comment below that we are going to pass in this January in the Jan Mattumda. We'll meet at the appropriate time, my dear lovable students. Thank you. Bye.